Well, good day. And before I share a video with you on our cooking experience earlier today, which Richie did when she prepared lunch before she went to work. She's a good one, cooks a good lunch and then before she goes off to work. And I'm only collecting her at 8:30 tonight. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you on the latest on coronavirus again. And just give you the numbers as they are. They come through on my little app here. Right, we've got the UK. It had another 816 new cases in the last 24 hours. And surprisingly enough, no deaths in the last 24 hours. So I don't know if that's a correct figure or not. It's not often we don't show any deaths at all. What did the United States have? Well, they had 16,869 new cases in the last 24 hours. And they had 198 deaths. South Africa's figures haven't come through yet. Italy had 259 new cases, so that's quite low, and 4 deaths. Germany had 49 new cases and no deaths. France's figures have not come through yet. The Philippines had 6,958 new cases in the last 24 hours and 24 new deaths. Oh, which is still climbing. So, yeah, that's where we are on the figures. Been an interesting day today. Mikey and I have been out for a walk. Now, there's another video on my channel which is just showing that now. I just want to also talk to a little bit about the channel. I think I mentioned before that I was going to be changing the channel over. Well, no, this channel will stay as is really, which is just my name, Simon Mathers, which is just a personal family channel with little stories attached to it and, history. That's not changing really, but there's a new channel being launched called Brit and Pinoys, which is basically British and Filipino. That's the brand, that's what it's called. It's going to be a channel which is going to be predominantly talking about Philippines and Philippine delicacies, Filipino way of life, Philippines way of doing things from a British perspective. And I'll be sharing the British perspective with you on Philippines culture, basically Philippines way of life, as we get into the closer to the shift and movement. And this channel will obviously then continue when we're in the Philippines as well. It'll also have a website attached to it, and it will also have the videos that we put on the channel will also be on the website. There will also be a brand of products that will be purchased off there. The health food stuff is a separate thing. I'm not talking about the health food scenario now. This is something totally different. This is going to be bakery stroke confectionery stroke Filipino cuisine. The brand is going to be Lola's Bakery. Lola was Rich's great aunt stroke grandmother, she calls her, but it was Lola was the lady that brought Richie up as a child, basically. She sadly passed away very, very recently, and our condolences have been going out to all members of the family on that side who have lost her. She's a great lady in her 90s, but had a very, very good business brain and was loved by many. I've met her a number of times when I went to Manila. So she basically, it's being named in memory of Lola, this little business, and Richie's been working hard on it and developing it, and it's been pulling in numbers now. It's growing quite well. But then again, her products are good. You know, she puts a lot of effort into her confectionery and bakery products, and that's the other reason. It was Lola that gave Richie the skills, and it's, you know, Richie gained all that knowledge of baking and cooking through her Lola. Hence why it's Lola's Bakery, and that's why it's being developed and produced that way. So look out for that as well. Yeah, it's been quite a gruesome, tiring day today, especially with the walk with Mikey. It's a tiring walk normally, but having a walk with Mikey gets even more tiring. So, but yes, have a look at this. This is Richie doing another nasi goreng, and you might find some of this interesting going forward. Okay, talk to you again just after this. Well, it looks like we're having prawns for lunch, which is very nice. Richie's going to work again at 2 o'clock, so we are just chilling out a little bit. The weather seems to have improved on yesterday. Another warm day. We are just chilling out, actually, although it's a Monday. It may as well be a Sunday, as far as we're concerned. A few things I've got to do, work-wise, but I'll get on with those during the course of the day. Okay, well, we have some ingredients here. We have some red pepper, some onions, some garlic, some tomatoes, and some ginger, which I can recognise, so I don't need to. Got a little bit of breasted chicken here, and then we have some coriander here. These are some eggs, obviously. These are some prawns, which are marinating in soya sauce. And then we have rice which has already been steamed. It's already been prepared, cooked rice. Sorry, I forgot to mention we have some, is that lemongrass?
Lemongrass.
Yeah, lemongrass in the back there as well, which I didn't see before. Right, so there's some of the ingredients. And I guess there'll be some more sauces and things to go in with all of this as well, won't there, sweetheart?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you going to do first?
I'm going to be chopping the ingredients first.
You'll be chopping the ingredients.
Onions, garlic, tomatoes, ginger, peppers.
Yes. So it's preparing the vegetables first and foremost.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll let you get on with that.
See you in a bit.
This is looking very tasty, and we haven't even started cooking it, have we? Looking good. Looking good. We have done one of these before, you know.
Have we?
Yes. So I don't have to go into too much detail on this because Brian already knows how to cook a nasi goreng. Although you do it differently to how he does it.
Oh.
A friend of mine.
Really?
So,
oh. Why don't you start?
Smelling getting the aroma. Yeah.
Aroma. This is the ginger and
Lemongrass.
lemongrass. I chop the lemongrass like this and take pieces so that, you know what, I noticed, when if I chopped it really small and then you complain because it's like a bit chewy. So it's for your own benefit, that's why.
Great aroma.
Now I'm gonna put these tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Peppers.
Yes. Red bell peppers. So the fusion of flavor, is very, very tasty.
Yeah.
Makes it very, very good. Tasty. And the smell, the aroma.
The
The
aroma.
aroma.
Just the chicken?
Yes, chicken first because chicken has to be cooked.
Longer.
Yes, thoroughly. Prawns doesn't take much cooking, but the chicken, you know why?
What is
To avoid salmonella.
Is it good to have the chicken mixed with the prawns in the
No,
same
it's
bowl?
because I just added the chicken now, just for the flavor, to add the flavor into the chicken.
But what I'm saying is,
But if you're gonna put it in the fridge, it's not advisable to do that. But
No.
since I'm cooking them anyways,
straight away.
yes, it's straight away, so it's alright. It's alright.
Good.
Just two tablespoons.
This is the oyster sauce.
Generous tablespoon. Yes. Well, I'm supposed to put soya sauce as well, but since I put the soya sauce, I marinated the prawns in soya sauce already, so there's no need for me to put it separately,
Okay.
right? Now, I'm gonna be adding my,
Special sauce.
yes, it's a chili paste and some tomato puree.
Just do it quick, repetitive in Tagalog.
So it's like bawang, sibuyas, and cooking oil, some ginger, luya, and lemongrass. I think it's tanglad in Tagalog. Tomatoes, kamatis, bell peppers. I don't think there's a Tagalog version of bell peppers. So yeah, it's sauteed together, igigisa in cooking oil, obviously. And then add some oyster sauce. So, sauteed together, and then afterwards, chicken. Make sure that it's cooked, that naluto mabuti, properly.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna be adding this coriander.
Okay.
Normally, I don't like coriander, the taste of coriander, but it goes well, with the nasi goreng mixture.
Well, you say you don't.
Ingredients.
You personally don't like the taste.
I don't like the taste of coriander, but for some reason, it goes well, with the, and I like it actually after this. On other dishes, I don't like the taste of coriander. So now I'm gonna add it.
Is that because it's an Arabic ingredient?
No, it's not actually. It's Asian,
Is it?
but in the Philippines.
I know
we
the
don't-
Arabs use coriander quite a lot. don't they?
Yeah, but in Thailand or China, they use a lot of coriander. India,
Yeah.
But in the Philippines, we don't use this a lot.
I see after the coriander, you put prawns in there now.
I put the prawns, and then it's gonna be, I'm gonna add the, what do you call it, the rice. But you can smell the
Yeah.
fusion of the ingredients, and the coriander makes it even more, you know, aromatic.
Yes.
Lots of prawns there.
What was it, about half, no, quarter of a kilo?
No,
400 grams?
500 grams, yes. Let's make sure that the prawns cook well before we put. Maybe I'll put a little bit more soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Just for the color. She want it a bit darker, you see.
Right. Why? Why do you want it darker?
No, because when you put rice, you don't want it looking pale.
Okay. Okay, so this rice is, how much rice is going in here now?
Well, this is around 4 scoops of rice.
That's already been cooked. It's
It's
already
been
been
cooked.
steamed, yes.
And you know what? Cold rice is best for making fried rice, you see, or you know,
Yes.
if you're making it into fried rice or rice,
What
rice
type
dish.
of rice would you
This
use?
this is actually jasmine rice,
Right.
but the best for making fried rice and nasi goreng
Yes.
is actually long grain rice or basmati rice.
Okay.
But since this one is available already in the kitchen, cooked rice, so I'm using jasmine rice. Normally I cook long grain because it's more fluffy.
Okay.
Jasmine rice is sticky,
More of
you
a sticky
see?
rice,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
So when you fry it, they tend to stick together.
Right.
But this one's fine because this is cold. If it's like newly cooked, then it's not, you know, it's not as good to
You're gonna let it sit for a while.
yes.
Okay.
It's best, like, you know,
For how long?
well, as long as it's cooled down. But I prefer it, you know, if you cook it the night before
Yes.
and then fry it the next day, that's the best.
Okay. That's great. Smells great.
Yep. I don't want it to stick into the bottom, that's why I'm.
Making the peanut sauce, are we?
Yes.
And in the peanut sauce is peanuts.
I
Yeah.
just put a little bit of what do you call that? Ketchup,
Ketchup.
a little bit of the chili
Seasoning.
paste. Yeah, you know,
Good season.
just a little bit, just for color.
Right. Yeah. Jolly good show. It's getting thicker, yes?
Yes. Like this. It has to be this consistency.
Yes. It's getting there. I actually enjoy the peanut sauce, as you know.
Yes. But I like my nasi goreng with teriyaki sauce as well. You
Yeah.
remember when we were in Dubai
Yes.
and we'd go to Chowking, I'd always ask for
Teriyaki sauce.
teriyaki
What was
sauce. Yes. That's it.
Very good.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Simon Mather's waiting for his food. Testing 1 2 3. Well, here we go. Here it is. Nice and hot. And smelling absolutely delicious. It's a good one, my darling. This is a good one. I rate this one as Definitely one of the best we've done this year. We've done this year. You've done this year. Well done.
That's delicious, darling.
Well, that'll do me for a few hours. Yes?
Good.
I hope you found that enjoyable, appetizing, good. I'm certainly not losing kilos at the moment. Well, trying hard to, but it's not easy. Especially when you stuff your face with these after you've had your no, actually these are Mikey's. He just gave me a few of them now. Okay, talk to you again soon, guys. Have a good evening. Bye bye.